Hey everybody, it's Bill Flipper here, and we're going to do a video where I kind of discuss a topic, my experience on the matter, and hopefully it can help some people. And the question is to use a leads list or to sign up for a leads list. And I've had a few different experiences with those and some recommendation, and I am in I guess what you call a cook group. There's lots of things you can look up. It's a Discord group. I am happy with it. It kind of isn't just for Amazon. It's kind of like a reseller group, and they do everything from things I've never touched to things I sell. Like they have Amazon leads, eBay leads. It's really, really good for Q4, but they kind of also target like the limited edition runs, like Taylor Swift tickets. There's even people doing like stocks and crypto and all that stuff, but it is primarily reselling, and I'm happy with it. You certainly could try around. I think before doing a leads list is reach out to people, talk to them, and maybe reach out to people and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about buying a lead." That's why actually that's where I got the where where I got this from. I reached out to like a couple big people I really respected. I knew the game, and I was like, "Hey, who do you recommend? Who do you recommend?" I'm not going to say whose name, but it's like one of the big YouTube guys, and they're like, "I recommend this group." And they're like, he's like, "This is like the gold standard of cook groups." And so I reached out to him, got in, I pay the monthly fee, and so I would do that the first thing, reach out to some people because maybe there's something better than that now. I don't know. I kind of just have the one, and it, like I said, so some, I guess I'll specify, some leads lists actually they only sell on Amazon, and they send you a like an Excel spreadsheet, and it is, let's say, OA or it's RA, and they send you, hey, on Walmart.com or CVS, you need this coupon code. These are in stock, and they have everything broken down. You know how many units to buy that rank, and other groups are probably do it a little bit differently. And there's also groups where you join, it's more like a community thing. I've seen a couple of these where like every month you have to kick in 2 leads, and everyone's kind of like feeding each other leads, or you could just reach out to people on Instagram, just kind of make friends that way, or maybe depending on your area, there's some local sellers. You guys can work together. So there's lots of different ways. Maybe you could reach out to, like I said, people you see that you like on Instagram, send them 2 leads for free, kind of work their way in. I mean, you gotta be creative here. So, and I'm not saying give away your best leads for free. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying you find something, and you're on Nike.com and you get to the point where you've maxed out your cards, and then you still find a good lead, and you're like, "Hey man, I want to make some new friends, something." I shoot them over a lead. I really like your stuff. I really like the way you promote. I think you're real, and I'd love to jump on Zoom or have a chat with you. And here's a lead or two. I mean, I'm not saying, like I said, sending your best replen over. I don't think anyone's expecting that. So, and again, and a lot of people talk about using, so when you use leads lists or like cook groups, okay, this is a perfect example. So one of the things in the cook group was a lot of Barbie leads. So Barbie movie came out, and they did a lot of limited edition Barbies, limited edition this, limited edition that. They centered around the Barbie movie. But that gave me the idea to obviously then, like, leads lists can also give you an idea of like, hey, here's a new website you never heard of. Here's a new brand you never heard of. Oh darn, I can't find that item in stock. I'm gonna check every Barbie. I'm gonna go to Walmart and scan all the Barbies because of the movie. So many things were out of stock. So that's a way you can do it to find new brands, to find hot items. Maybe this Star Wars Lego is really hot. Well, okay, I'm going to go check out all the Star Wars Legos, or I'm going to go check out this special noodle brand. It's a brand of noodles, and it was on TikTok, so it's really hot. Well, maybe I can't find the 2-pack in stock. I'm going to go try to find a smaller size, a smaller size. You have to think of it, you have to use them that way to also like, okay, I'm not going to just look for this, you see a new website, you see a new product, you see a new brand, and then you branch out from the leads list and say, okay, or hey, I see they're selling a 2-pack of these cookies. You know what? I haven't sourced cookies in a long time. I'm going to go to walmart.com. I'm going to enter cookies. I'm going to try reverse source. Think of Q4. A lot of Q4 stuff is cake mixes. Think of seasonal times. People get together. They cook cookies. All the pumpkin spice bread. All those things. You'll see sales velocity pick up very heavy, very heavy. So, you see a lead like that and you're like, well, I can't find that. Or, hey, like I said, it's a lead for cookies. I'm going to source all the cookies at Walmart. And then you find your own new lead that's not even on the list. What else I have? Another way to do a leads list, and this is very, very, very the way to do it. So you got your list. And even in my group, I save all the leads to an Excel file. So even if I don't buy the lead, I save it. And I have years worth of leads. And I haven't really figured out a way to go through them, but a lot of times I'll still scan it and be like, oh, that one was good. Oh, that one was good. I'll pop them open, and some of them, you know, uh, um, people are still on the listings. Most things that are good leads, I've talked about this before, the life cycle of a product, and that's what I mean is it's a kick ass, it's a kick butt lead. Um, it's a great lead, and people find it. The seller count jumps up, the price starts to go down, tanks, and so people don't replenish it. So then everyone forgets about it, and then slowly the price starts going back up. So there's like a cycle of people going up and down. And when you review the list, every month, every 2 months, you'll find products that are on that downward slope, and you can actually jump back on the listing and replen them. And what's going to happen is people are going to find them. In 2 months, it'll be unprofitable, and 3 months after that, will be profitable again. And like I said, it's a reminder to be like, oh, I haven't sourced that brand in a long time. I'm gonna check all those things out. So that is basically my opinion on leads lists. So they I think they certain like I've had success for them. I've thought about cutting it here and there, but I think it's kind of like a hard group to get back into. So that's kind of why I've kept it. I put it to you this way: if you spend $50 on a leads list, you should get leads that at least pay for the leads. You know what I mean? You should, if I pay $50 for a leads list, I should at least be able to get leads from it that pay for the list. Not even counting the new ideas, not even counting the new ideas. So, you can try one out. You can try a month's worth, a week's worth, 2 weeks. You can maybe reach out and say, hey, I really like your service. I'm serious. I'd like to try a free. Here's the truth, you can go in on it with friends. Let's say you're a new seller, you have a couple friends on Instagram, you say, I don't have the money, I'd rather buy inventory. When it all comes down to it, my advice is always to go to stores or to go out and buy more inventory, because that will still help you. Even seeing the leads list, if you don't know really well, if you're not good at sourcing, you won't know what you're looking at anyway. You won't know a home run lead anyway. And the other thing is, I found this out, which is so crazy. So many of the leads lists are recycled from one or two main groups. So what VAs do who compile these leads lists is they are in the big groups. So like the leads you're seeing are very likely seen. If it says, I love these leads lists, they'll say limited to 30. So limited to 20. Only 20 people are going to see it. It's probably not what's happening. It's probably a way more than that, way more, because people who compile them are already, someone shares it with their friend, someone shares it with their friend. And like I said, oftentimes VAs will feed these to other people and say, oh, I found these leads, when it's easier for them just to get on the list, or they'll sell the list. So that's all. So, you really have to be careful. If you're getting a product from a leads list, I would make sure it's limited, like it sells out quickly or something, or the velocity is just, very high velocity. That's really what I recommend with products, so you don't get the price tanking, because that is very common with leads lists, like I said, because they may really limit only to 20 sellers. So they only send the leads list to 20 people, but those 20 people may give it to everyone. It may be a VA who runs another list for 20 people. I mean, you can imagine. I mean, there's no way to really keep track of who they're sharing it with. So that's one thing to be aware of. You can try them. Like I said, I think a much better option is, if you're new and you can't afford a leads list, or you're not sure if it's for you, is to reach out with a few people and say, we're doing this together. I'm really going to share with you a great lead or two. And then we work together, we help each other, we jump on Zoom, we give each other new ideas. I think that might be a much better option. So that's all I have for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this channel to 100,000 subscribers. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.